Hey everyone, this is Ruben, chef and owner of Smoking Dishes Barbecue, a catering company in San Diego, and today I'm going to show you how to make a shrimp cocktail from scratch. Alright, like always, we're going to start with our mise en place, everything in place. So today, the ingredients that we're going to use is 2 pounds of shrimp. We're going to need some avocado, tomato, a half of a red onion, limes, fresh cilantro, and 2 cucumbers. And then we're gonna add some Worcestershire sauce, which is my secret sauce for my shrimp cocktail. It's not a secret anymore because I just told you. And this is gonna be, if you want it a little spicy, you can add some tapatio to it. So where we're gonna start first is we're gonna take our 2 pounds of shrimp. I already bought it butterflied and cleaned, so I don't have to do the extra work. It costs a little bit more money, but sometimes it's worth it. It's a lot better than having to do all the work yourself if you ever had to do the cleaning. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this over to the stove and we're gonna, I've already started a poaching liquid. You want your poaching liquid to be between 160 and 180 degrees. I bring it all the way up to 180 because I know when I put some cold shrimp in there, it's gonna drop the temperature. So what you do is you add your shrimp to it. And my poaching liquid is simple. It's just lemon juice or squeezed lemon with 2 halves inside of it. As you can see, the shrimp's already starting to turn color from the poaching liquid. And we're just gonna let this, while this starts to do what it needs to do, we're gonna go back over to the table and we're gonna continue cutting all our other ingredients. All right, next step. So we're gonna cut our onion, or half onion again. You have to cut the poles off. Use your little bowl, throw all your scraps in. Clean the outside. Take off the first leaf. And again, as we mentioned before, you can either do, again, I like my stuff rustic. So I like to do my stuff, just julienned onion versus diced onion. A lot of people like diced onion. We've done this before in another video, so proper way to do is put your fingers on your thumb behind here. And again, if you're experienced, do it the way I do. If not, do 1 slice at a time. But if you're comfortable and you know what you're doing, you've done this for a while, you feel free to just go ahead and cut it. Grab your onions, put them inside your bowl. Next, we're gonna do our tomatoes. We're gonna cut into our pole, remove the pole again. Slice them in half. And now we're gonna dice these tomatoes. Again, I like them rustic, so I'm gonna leave them a little big. I'm not gonna cut them as small. All right, so this took us about 10 minutes. We're looking at it, as you can see, the consistency of the shrimp already changed. It went from a grayish, bluish color to a nice pinkish, more firmer texture on this thing. So this is what tells you that this is actually cooked all the way. This is why we wanted to poach it slow so it doesn't overcook. Because you overcook it, it's gonna get really chewy. What you want is something real tender like this. So now we're gonna remove this from our poaching liquid and add it to our bowl. One thing you don't want to do is don't throw away your poaching liquid just right away. We're going to use it later in our recipe. All right, next ingredient we're going to do is our avocado. All we're going to do with this is simple. We're going to cut it 4 ways from pole to pole. What this is going to do is going to make it easier for you to get it out of the avocado itself. Just get the pit out, discard it. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut it again. Just gonna rough pieces. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're going for the rustic. This is really soft avocado. All right, next up we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the cucumber. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cut off both ends. You're gonna get your peeler, and I like to do this, it's just more of an aesthetic, more of the look. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna go down, take off some of the peel. You're gonna do 4. And that is the look you want on your cucumber. And it's your choice. You can either remove the seeds or you can leave the seeds on. A lot of people like to remove them because they think they're kind of sour, but I actually like them myself, so I'll leave them on. But if you want to remove them, very easy. You can either use your finger, just run your thumb right through it. Or you can use a spoon and just run it right through and it'll come right back out. And this one, I'm just gonna leave the seeds in it. The other thing you wanna do is you wanna get the half and cut it in half again. And then just roughly chop. All right, so what we're gonna do next, again, is we're gonna get our cilantro. Again, we're going for that rustic look. So we're gonna do a rough chop on this. Throw out your stems. Goes in the bowl. All right, so what we're gonna do next, we're gonna go over and we're gonna get our Clamato. This is the juice that's gonna bind this dish together. So you can actually bring it down here. I like to get, there's different types of Clamatos. There's the ones that have spice in it, lime. This one's just a regular. This is basically tomato juice with a little bit of clam juice inside of it. What you're gonna do is just go ahead and pour it right in inside. And get your spoon. You wanna stir it so all your ingredients mix. You can go ahead and get rid of the lemons. You don't need the lemons in there. That was just part of the poaching liquid. If you wanna leave the lemon, it's okay. It's not gonna hurt it. If anything, it's gonna give it more of the lemon because of the actual rind. So it's okay. Oh, there it is. I'll take it out. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go back and get, remember I was mentioning earlier about the poaching liquid. We're gonna put a little bit of poaching liquid in here. Make it a little, give it a little bit more of that lemon and a little bit of the natural flavor from the shrimp. What you want to do is you want to fill it as high as you can. Just give it a quick stir, quick mix. Now we're going to add what I like to call my secret sauce. I always put Worcestershire sauce inside it. I think that's how you pronounce it, Worcester. We pronounce it a bunch of different ways. So just going to add a little bit of this into it. Stir it again. All right, last step to this, what we're gonna do, well, actually 2 last steps we're gonna do. You're gonna add your limes, and then you're gonna salt it to taste. One thing that I never do is salt things before I'm done. I always do it at the end because I don't wanna over salt any of my food. So what we're gonna do is cut 8 limes. We're gonna get our lemon squeezer and squeeze all the lime juice inside. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna salt to taste. So basically just grab this, a big bowl, so don't be too scared to add salt. Do about 3 pinches, probably about three tablespoons of salt, and then mix. All right, once we're done with here, all we want to do is chill this. So by the time you're ready to eat this, it'll take you about maybe another hour inside the fridge for it to get chilled. The longer it sits, the better. Even if you leave it for the next day, what will happen is the shrimp's going to absorb all that juice. And you're going to see the shrimp is going to turn almost like an orangish color. That's when you know that this stuff is done. So we're just going to put this in the fridge just the way it is and just wait for it to chill. And there it is, another simple yet delicious and refreshing dish that you can make and impress your family and friends with, and certainly look like a pro. I hope you enjoyed this video, and like always, leave a comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with future episodes. And we shall see you on the next one.